Ow! Yikes! Oh my god. Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Sharky from Critical Care, and today I'm going to be rating healing mechanics and animations from 4 popular FPS game series. I've chosen 4 at random from games I've actually played, so let's dive in and see which ones are most medically accurate. Ooh, there's a favorite of mine. This is... Ow! Yikes! Ah! Okay, so that's gonna be from Far Cry. They just showed fixing dislocations, which you can't really do that in real life like that. It's gonna be so painful. If you dislocate your thumb like that, that's like a mangled limb. And there's gonna be so much swelling. But you can do it in a pinch, but your thumb will not be back to normal. What the hell did he just do there? I don't remember that animation. I know I played this in like 2012. Did he just bend down, bite his chest, or pull a bullet out? Ugh. There's this tendency in movies and video games to pull the bullets out. That's the thing, you gotta get to the bullet. No, that's not what you do. If it's like the bullet's just superficially in your skin, you can pull it out if it's causing you discomfort. But again, foreign bodies, once they're lodged in you, don't pull them out. Yow! That's gonna leave a mark. That's, yeah, you can do that. It's called cauterization in a pinch. You've seen it in movies, I'm pretty sure. I think I first saw it in Rambo, I think. I think this is Far Cry 4, the Himalayan one, which I actually haven't played. I think he's got a bunch of matchsticks. He sets them on fire suddenly and presses it down. So the heat, what it'll do is it'll cauterize the wound, which means it'll burn the wound. It'll kill any bacteria there. Sometimes it can help close the wound as well. And this is something we actually use in real medicine. It's called diathermy, and the surgeons use it to burn blood vessels so they stop bleeding. And it's very sterile, but it's a very controlled procedure. And it's done electrically, not with a bunch of matchsticks. I wouldn't recommend any of these things, boys and girls. Don't do this at home. Oh my god. Yike. No, your arm won't work that way. This reminds me of the scene in Harry Potter where he gets blasted with a spell that turns him all floppy. That was a forearm fracture. And in your forearm, you got 2 bones, your radius and ulna. And if your arm is like floppy like that, that means you've broken both bones. Bad news, buddy. And yes, you can sort of reduce it, which means you pull it and put it in place, but it's just gonna fall back, you know. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, rusty nail. Sort of in the interdigital space. Ooh, so I think he's just gonna pull it out. What do you think? Yeah, he's just gonna pull it out. So you got that. Actually, that injury is a bit better than all those bits of shrapnel that were going in through and through. So it's sort of in between the bones, so it's probably not caused any fractures or breaks in the bones, and hopefully no damage to the tendons or the nerves and blood vessels. And let's see. Rusty nail. I'm gonna rate the Far Cry series a solid 6 out of 10. The animations themselves are great, not really medically accurate to a large degree, but they're fun. So yeah, 6 out of 10 I think is pretty good. Okay, Call of Duty series, which actually doesn't have any healing mechanics at all. It's auto heal, and what they're showing there is just the stims. So I'm sorry, that's not very realistic. 0 out of 10. I hope this won't cause a backlash from the Call of Duty community, but that's the way it is. 0 out of 10. Moving along, we've got Resident Evil 7. Oh, very simple. So he's got a cut, and all he does is bathe his arm in antiseptic. Oh, you think that's dumb? Actually, that's the smartest animation I've seen so far. So when you're bathing your entire arm, that's good. He's going to prevent any infections sort of creeping in from the sides. So I think that's pretty accurate, actually. I know it feels kind of sad, but I'm going to have to rate it as a 7 out of 10. Just because there weren't any cool animations, but that was more accurate. So 7 out of 10 for me. Ooh, that's nice. So this is from Metro. think Metro 2033, the first in the Metro series, one of my most favorite games that I played during that time. And I played all the Metro games up to Metro Exodus. Blink and you'll miss it. What do you see? Nice. So that is, I'm sorry, so this is the most medically accurate healing animation you're going to see in this series. This is number 1, so I'm going to have to give this a 9 out of 10. Why is that? You're probably screaming at me. It's just, he's just injecting something. It's like a stim. No. So what you're seeing there is the AI2 medkit. That is a real life medkit. This is a post-Soviet game, so everything is in Russian. So this is called the AI2 medkit. It was, I believe, developed in the late 60s or early 1970s. It was designed as a first aid kit, not just for sort of general first aid. This was specifically designed for what we call CBRN, chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear sort of warfare scenarios. And you'd think, wow, this was given to soldiers. No, this was actually given to civilians as well, or more particularly designed for civilians, and was distributed to civilians at the time during the height of the Cold War. So what does it mean, the AI2? So it's Aptieczka Indywidualna 2, so it's number 2 of the series. Aptieczka means medkit, and Indywidualna means like personal or individual medkit. And it's got a few things in it. So they're showing what he's injecting is probably, it's just a syringe, and he's injecting it. So that's probably the painkiller. So it's got a bunch of things in it. Got the antibacterial medication number 2, which is an antibiotic. It's got potassium iodine tablets. So potassium iodine is given to combat radiation poisoning, because during a nuclear explosion you'll have radioactive iodine in the atmosphere and contamination on the surfaces, and if that gets in your system, it's taken up by your thyroid gland, and your thyroid gland becomes irradiated. So by giving potassium iodide, that prevents the external iodine coming in, and it'll sort of compete with that, and you'll have sort of normal non-radioactive iodine taken up by the thyroid. So yeah, potassium iodine tablets. So what's shown here is phosphate poisoning medication, so that's organophosphate. Those are to combat the effects of nerve agents like sarin, VX, things like that. I don't know what the exact combination of that is, the phosphate poisoning medication. I'm thinking it's probably maybe something like atropine, I don't know, or some sort of binding agent. Then it's also got antiemetics to stop you from vomiting, and the pain relief is that syringe that he squeezes and pushes into himself. That's called Promedol. It's a synthetic opium-like drug. And that has changed over the years. I think there was other agents as well. So that's why I'm giving this a 9 out of 10, because that's real. And this is not the only game that uses the AI2. You'll notice all of these games that are made sort of in Eastern Europe, Ukraine, Russia, etc. And I like the AI2, the depiction of the AI2. It looks pretty realistic from this angle, and it's got all the stuff as well. And yeah, you can even see the instruction manual there. It's a Prinimatpa instrukcji. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So 9 out of 10. So yeah, you can roast me in the comments if you like this sort of thing. There is another game which I think beats all of these. If I'm going to do a video, it's going to be a whole video about that game and the animations in that. So if you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments. If not, let me know in the comments anyway. If you like this sort of thing, if you like my content, and if you want me to make more content, please subscribe, give us a like, and as always, stay healthy, stay safe. See you in the next one.